Alright, Ted Nugent, music made me do it. Okay, so the main riff, it's based on the key of G. Progression is G, B flat, F, and C. The chord shape that he's using here, it's like a little movable chord shape, but basically the first chord is G, so I'll just tell you how to do it there. I'm gonna use your ring finger to play 5th fret on a D string, and your ring finger is gonna mute the next string up, which is the G string. That's muted. Gonna use your first finger to bar across the B and high E strings on the 3rd fret. So you get. And that's going to go, like I said, G to B flat to F to C the first time you play it through, which is the rhythm for it. It's hard to describe, but I'll play it and you should be able to figure it out. That's the first half of the riff. The second half of the riff, rather than going to a C, you're going to go to a D sharp, which is, so the riff with that is. Ending on a D sharp. So altogether that's. That's the main riff to the song. The transition that he does between the intro and the verse is what the ending to what the part of it that I just played. We're gonna go G to the B flat, and rather than going to the F down here, you're gonna go to an F power chord with the root on the thick E string. First of the 2 verse riffs is going to kick off. Okay, so first verse riff, going to start off with a G. I'm playing it with my ring finger. I'm going to play that twice. It's on the thick E string. Then go to a B flat. First fret on the A. Back to the G. Go to the C, which is just 3rd fret on the A string. Back to the G. To play through. Then you go back to the B flat. But that's not all. He is also going to go and hit the and you're going to want to make sure that whatever you got fretted, you're going to leave that down and let it ring with the G string. Because when I'm hearing him play it, he's letting stuff ring. And it's kind of the part of the mojo of the song. So together that's. It's going to go to an F. He's got some stuff ringing out in there on the F, but I'm not sure exactly what he's hitting. So I guess just hit the chord and then going to walk down the chord. Start with D string, the note on the D string for the chord, A string, E, the note on the E, and then you're just going to go back to the G. So together that's. Gonna play through that again. So that part repeats twice, and then rather than when you're done with the F, in the second time you play it through, you're going to go, rather than back to hitting the G, you're going to hit an open G chord, which is, 3rd fret on the thick E string, A string muted, open, 3-3. You're going to hit the chord, and then you're going to palm mute the G note, 3rd fret on the thick E string, going to palm mute that twice. So you got, then you're going to hit open G string and open D string. Going to walk down again. And that idea of, hit the chord, palm mute twice, walk down, he's going to do that with 2 more chords for the second verse riff. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the G, in essence, but with an F, the F chord. Just remember that with the F chord, you're going to use the notes on the D and A strings. Don't hit make sure you're not hitting the open G string. So just to play this riff, it is going to go to an E, and I'll just play that now. Bad example. So you're going to go do that G, F, E, F, G, F, E, F. So basically you're going to repeat it twice, and then when you're done on the F, rather than continuing that, we're going to go back into the main riff. And that riff is going to play a few times, and that is the chorus. The chorus is the intro riff. And then we go back into the second verse, which is same as the first verse. The only difference being at the end of the second verse, after the F, he's going to do a little bit of a build up to the next chorus. We're just going to be going up using power chords with their basses on the thick E string. Is going to be going G, flat, and then D. Not D sharp in this case. It is just a regular D. The rhythm for this is going to be. And when he's done that, he's going to go into the main riff once again. However, he's going to play it slightly differently. Rather than using the movable chord shape, he's going to be using open position power chords. Just in open position, just standard power chords. Starting with a G, then you go B flat, F and C. And in the open position, he is still going to, the second time that the riff goes through, it is going to go to D sharp. And you just hit the D sharp on the A string, or the chord with its root on the A string. I believe that's what he's hitting when he's playing it. So this version of the main riff goes like this. Okay, gonna end that on an F chord, and then he does a little breakdown sort of hit. Breakdown sort of bit. Can't talk apparently. And you're gonna play an F chord 5 times, then a rest, and then the F chord 5 more times, and then it's gonna be a little muted passage. So I'll just play that now so you can get what I mean. And it's going to do that a couple times. For the muted, just release your hand so you're not playing any chords and just lay it gently, have emphasis on gently, over the top couple strings, and just as if you were strumming chords. It's really as simple as that. You know, you don't want it to be, I mean, if you press on too hard, it's just going to make, there's going to be a whole lot of noise and mess that you don't want. Just make sure that you're muting that. Little chicka chicka. That's it. From there, it goes into the solo, which I don't know the solo, and it's not going to appear in this video. It's in the solo is in the key of G, so if you want to improvise something in the key of G, or see if you can figure it out from what he plays in my videos, and once it eventually comes out, the studio version of the song, of course, and try to learn from that, or you can just improvise something in the meantime. When the solo ends, he's going to go back into the main riff, the version with the movable chord shape. The one with the movable chord shape with little bars. Okay, phone's ringing apparently, so hopefully that doesn't go in the video too much, and I just gotta wait for that to shut up. Uno momento, por favor. Screw him. Yeah, so he's going to go through that version of the main riff again after the solo. He's going to play through a few times, and then he's going to go into the open position version of the riff. He's going to play the slide, the high pitch with the little. He's going to play the mini barred, movable chord shape position version of it a few times. And then he's going to play the open position version of the riff a few times, and then he's going to go back to the mini bar movable chord shape position version of the riff again. So it starts with the little miniature bar version of it, the sliding position, and then the open position, and then back to the movable chord shape position version of it. For the ending, he just kind of improvises something, just plays some licks and a few kind of double stop, sliding little licks and bits and pieces. As far as I can tell, it's just something improvised, so just improvise something in the key of G there. And then for the very end of the song, he's going to do a little flourish on the F power chord. And then it's going to end on a G. Okay, so hopefully you were able to figure out what I meant and learn the song, and hopefully you can have fun jamming on that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you very much, and in rock we trust.